Warning, the following video has not been approved by the Comic Code Authority and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Comic Assassin, and it is a Monday, and this is going to be the first Monday in a long time where I will be able to give you guys a little bit of comic book news, what books are coming out this week that I think you might want to be keeping an eye out for. And I'm also going to show you what books I picked up this past weekend. Because, you know, I had my son's birthday on Friday. We had Father's Day this weekend. I've been busy, etc., etc. So, yeah, what's going on in the news? Little video game news. First off, so apparently it's rumored that Rocksteady is going to be making a Suicide Squad game. So, for all you gamers out there, for all you Suicide Squad fans out there, that might be something you want to keep your eye out on. There is some movie news, and it's a little heated, no pun intended, because it's rumored that Firestar might be making her way into the MCU. And of course, if you remember Firestar, like I remember Firestar, it's from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the old cartoon way back in the day, and the comic, but I remember more for the cartoon. But there's some controversy about this too, because where these sources are getting their information from seems to be in question. There's a lot of debate. There's the rumor of not only Firestar, but Lucia von Bardis, as well as Echo, right? So there's some names being thrown out there that are rumored to be in there, and it's causing actually quite a bit of controversy in a few threads here and there. So who knows? Keep an eye out for Echo, Firestar, and Lucia von Bardis when it comes to some of their first appearances. If you can get them on the cheap, get them on the cheap. But I wouldn't go anything beyond that at this point. Another rumor that I thought was cool is that Michael Keaton is also rumored to come back as Batman in the Flash movie. I don't know about this. The only reason why it kind of makes sense is it's the Flash, right? He can do the whole time thing, right? So what if he went into a space beyond in the future and Batman was old, right? Because let's be real, Michael Keaton ain't getting no younger. So who knows? We'll see how that plays out. So comic book news, I guess the big controversial book this week is Batman number 93 because of the cover, because it has Joker sitting in the theater with a half Batman mask, and there's the quote, "Nothing quite like a night at the theater." Night as in Knight, night. The controversy is because of the theater shooting that happened a few years ago. But this also might be a good book to look at. And this is what's weird now. It's because this book actually comes out tomorrow on Tuesday rather than Wednesday. It's still available online at Midtown as far as I can see. But I will be talking about this book again here when I make my picks of the week. Another little fun thing that I wanted to put out there. I found it funny. So Marvel Legends put out a Deadpool severed head. That's like a little collectible that you can have. Which to me, why don't you just get a Deadpool mask and get one of those little mannequin heads and put it on there and you got yourself a Deadpool severed head. But hey, that's just me. But apparently it comes with a phone number, which I will supply up here, that you can actually call. And I called it. It's legit. It's free. This isn't a scam or anything like that. And basically there's like 600 different sounds or phrases that this person talking as Deadpool. It'd be cool if they had Wade Wilson doing it. It's not Wade Wilson. Ryan Reynolds. Of course it's going to be Wade Wilson. It's Deadpool. But it's not Ryan Reynolds. That would have been super awesome if they could have pulled that off. But it's a little phone number you can call. You put in the number, press 1. He'll say a little quirky thing. It's silly, but I just thought that was kind of outside the box, right? I really did think that was outside of the box. So on to what books are coming out this week that I think you need to be paying attention to. Once again, DC books are dropping tomorrow on Tuesday, which is really weird because if you go to Midtown's website and you're looking at the new releases, now they have a Tuesday and Wednesday. DC's on both of them. So you can still go to the regular Wednesday one and you're still going to get the same books, but it's just kind of weird. Just throwing everything off the mix, man. Batman Smile Killer #1 comes out. This is a Black Label book. I believe it's a $5.99. I'll pan through it first and see. If it's one of those oversized black labels, I'm probably going to pass on it because I just don't like those big oversized issues that they've been doing lately. Plunge number 4 comes out. I really like this series. It's kind of unique. That's one that I'm going to be keeping an eye out for. Of course, I got my Red Hood Outlaws. They were at number 46. I've been really digging Red Hood Outlaws, and this is a character that I didn't really used to like a lot back in the day, that I'm really getting into as of late. So that's one. Teen Titans number 42 is coming out, and I believe both A and B covers, if I'm not mistaken, are already sold out at Midtown. So that might be one to kind of keep an eye out for. And it's weird with DC especially. It was weird how many books were already sold out, whether it be cover A or cover B. Usually not both, but a lot more than usual. I don't know if it's just because the print run is lower because this is the first week that they're not doing Diamond as a distributor, if that's the reason. But it was odd how many books and issues were sold out comparison to what it's been for the last few years. So keep that in mind. It might just be a printing issue rather than the book being hot, which makes it kind of harder from a spec point of view. But of course, like I said, Batman 93. Batman's kind of been hot lately. This cover, I can see how it can be controversial. It's still available online, but you might be able to go to LCS and pick it up. And that's going to be one of my top picks for DC this week, Batman 93. Unfortunately, Marvel, my main dudes ain't come out with nothing hardly. We do have the whole EMPYRE thing starting, so EMPYRE number 0 comes out. I'm not a huge guy when it comes to these big, catastrophic events. I'm probably gonna pass. All right, personally, I'm gonna pass just because I'm really tired of this whole War of the Realms. These big, just like everything's gonna possibly end unless our heroes come and save the day, and they make him like all the tie-ins and all that stuff. I ain't got time for that. But that does start this week. If you are so inclined, check it out. But other than that, I think the only one that I'm really looking forward to is Immortal Hulk number 34. And of course, I'm going with that Alex Ross cover. Now, Immortal Hulk, I actually got the chance during the last few weeks with a lot more reading time. I've actually got to catch up with the Immortal Hulk. And I'm still digging it. I really am still digging it. It kind of lost a little bit of its umph. Once you hit that issue number 25, I was reading it and I was like, what exactly am I reading here? Like, it took some weird turns. But it's still one that's on my pull list. After that one story arc kind of ended, it just, I don't know, the way they're doing Hulk now, it's like he's Moon Knight. Right? Which Hulk are you going to get? Right? You know how you have Moon Knight where he has all the kind of multiple personalities and kind of stuff? That's how they're kind of treating Hulk nowadays, and it gets really kind of confusing really quick. But that's going to be one of my top picks for Marvel. Only 2, and one I'm not even going to pick up. On to Indie, though. Indie's got some good stuff coming on. So we have That Texas Blood by Image. This is kind of a No Country for Old Men type of storyline. If you're into that kind of thing, this might be one you want to pick up. We have Accelerators, Forward and Backwards, number 1. This is from a very indie book, Blue Juice Comics. I read the synopsis. To me, it seems a lot like the Umbrella Academy, about the kind of time travel type thing a little bit. It's not going to be exactly like Umbrella Academy, but it seems similar to that. And when you get the whole time travel things get kind of wonky in the storyline. If that's your jam, go for it. All right, but I just wanted to give it a little bit of shout out. NOMEN, OMEN number 6, and this is one that both A and B covers are both already sold out. This is also an Image book. This isn't a book that I've been reading, but whenever I see both A's and B's selling out, that might be saying, hey, I've heard good things about the story. I really have. I've heard good things about the story. It's just not one that I've been so inclined to pick up yet. But that may be one you want to kind of keep on your radar. This is the one, like I said, I don't normally do these books. Archie. Alright, Archie and Friends, Geeks and Games, number 1. And I just love this cover. It's got the old school arcade game type cover. I dig it. I love it. So if I see that one, I might pick it up just for the cover alone. Of course, I have to get Redneck number 27 coming out this week. You know, you got some Donny Cates. I just really love this series from the get-go. Donny Cates and vampires go really well. And that comes into my top indie picks. Speaking of vampires, Bleed Them Dry number 1. And this is a weird scenario, right? Cover B comes out this week. Cover A isn't scheduled to come out till next week. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but both issues are already sold out. So not only is this week's issue sold out, the number 1 cover A that's coming out next week is already on wish list at Midtown. So that's definitely one I'm going to be picking up, because you know I love me a good vampire book. So let's see. That one, and also Spawn 307 is coming out. I've been digging Spawn. So that's one of my top picks. But another one that's one of my top picks that I might not pick up, I think it's just going to be cool for the read. And of course, you can actually read the actual novel, and that is Sleeping Beauties number 1. This is an IDW book. It's I like that cover B, that Jen Woodall cover. And basically, this is a comic adaptation of Stephen King and his son's story, Sleeping Beauties. So I've been digging some Stephen King lately. Actually, I just got done reading it for the first time. I mean, I've seen the movies, but I actually just got done reading it. Big old book. So yeah, those are my 3 top picks for indies. Now let me show you what books I picked up this past week. This actually came out the week before, but they were out of my LCS. They managed to get me a copy, and that's The Last God. This is the source book right there. I picked that up this week. Dark Knight Death Metal number 1. I don't normally do blank covers, but the quality of the black on this blank cover is actually really good. I mean, it's not smudging as soon as you touch it, that type of thing. And they only had 1 copy available, and I snagged it. So I got that one. The Crow Leaf number 2. I really enjoyed issue number 1. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on in issue number 2. And that was mainly it. I do have a funny story though, but dollar books. I got Spider-Man, the Jackal Files. I've always liked the Jackal. But one of the funny stories this week is I actually ordered a book online. It's a book that I've kind of wanted to have. Not that I've been interested with the character, just more the interest of the comic itself. And that is Ultraman number 1. Right, and it's polybagged, and if you can tell, all the text is up here. This is considered the very first virgin cover out there. If I'm wrong, please let me know, but everything that I can find, this is the very first virgin comic, and it's from the early 90s, but it's polybagged, so if you move that, you can see the writing actually moves. I actually ordered one like a few weeks ago, and I immediately got a response back from the seller about 2-3 days later. Said, hey, we can't find it in a warehouse. I'm going to refund your money. Okay, no big deal. Found another one that was, it was okay. I bought it for $4 or something like that, plus shipping, which wasn't much. I ordered it on a Monday. Wednesday, I go to my LCS to pick up these books. Going through the bins, I find the exact same book in the dollar bins. Right. And I was like, I can't pass up for $1. I just spent $4.50 plus change on the other one. But yeah, Ultraman number 1. So those are my pickups for this week, y'all. Hope all of y'all have a good week. I'm wishing all you guys happy hunting. Thanks for everybody who has subscribed, liked, disliked, made a comment. Please let me know what you think about the news, what books I picked up, what books are coming out this week, and also what books are you looking forward to this week. So really want to know what's going on with you guys' lives. With that being said, y'all, this is the Comic Assassin. Thanks for hanging out with me just for a few minutes, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.